You're listening to the Pace Radio Network, here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Yeah, you feel that? Welcome to the session. Let's vibe. Roll one up, let's take flight. Bass hits deep, ride the night. Smoking sound, it's paradise. High vibes only feeling right. High vibes, let it flow. Deep bass, watch it glow. Dub hits, rock and roll. We light it up and take it slow. Moonlight beams through the haze, blunt burn slow, lost in space. No stress here, just let go. Doktor High sets the show. Yeah, we vibing, we riding. Welcome to the High Vibe Session.
Hey, Can Fam. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining me for another episode of High Vibes with Doktor High. Episode 12, we're trucking right along. Tonight's going to be fun. We've got a mix of new songs, songs that are, some that are about cannabis producing regions around the world. So some of the regional stuff, we got a remix. We got some good older stuff. So it's going to be a cool night. We have a good mix of things coming up. So I wanted to open up with something energetic, something interesting. So a lot of us have heard of Durban Poison, which originated from South Africa. It's very rare, I was told the other day by somebody who's highly intelligent when it comes to strains, somebody I work with at the Medicine Box, blew me away with his knowledge. I love working there, my new job, because I get to meet people like this who enlighten me, and it's nice to be learning. It's good to be learning stuff. In most spots that I'm at, I'm the guy who has, a good amount of knowledge. That's for sure. But it's great to run into people who have so much more knowledge than me in a very specific area. So it's super cool. This one's called Straight Out of Durban. It's about Durban Poison. And it's trance, rock, and a little bit of the South African flair mixed in. So it's pretty energetic, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's go. Straight Out of Durban.
Some strains hit smooth. This one hits with purpose.
Born in the heat where the runners run. Bright green buds with the wild heart. You smoke this strain, it pulls you apart. From township hustle to coastal breeze. It's spread through docks for stoners ease. Sticky and loud with a citrus bite. Durban Poison don't wait, it strikes on sight.
Eyes wide, lips go numb. That's Durban talking, here it comes.
Durban Poison from the port, hit too clean. High so sharp, feels like a dream. Ripped off the street with a tourist skin. Think you're floating, now you spin. Bright green buds, light and slow. Durban buzz with that coastal glow. It don't creep, it kicks the door. That's the Durban Poison you were asking for. Pass through hands that dodge the law. Grown with the hungry, learn what they saw. No package, no label, no glassy jar. Just good packed in a stolen car. Sativa soul in every puff. Eyes stay open, thoughts no longer rough. Feds can chase, but they can't erase what's rooted deep in this wild place.
Eyes wide, lips go numb. That's Durban talking, here it comes.
Poison from the port, hit too clean. Eye so sharp, feels like a dream. Ripped off the street with a tourist grin. Think you're floating, now you spin. Bright green buds, light and slow. Durban Poison buzz with that coastal glow. It don't creep, it kicks the door. That's the Durban Poison you were asking for. Docks are shadows, deals made fast. Cash for smoke, then hope your luck lasts. I saw a man in a red hoodie sigh. He dropped a match and said, Doktor High.
Not every high is mellow. Some are built to wake you up.
Wow, that has a whole lot of energy to it. I hope you enjoyed it. Straight from Durban. A little song about Durban poison and the South African town of Durban. That's it. So next song I'm going to play is a remix of Leaf and Flame, which I played for the first time for you guys a few weeks ago. I think is one of the best songs that was ever created with the, not ever created, but ever created by me doing what I do with the AI and stuff. But yeah, ever created? Sure, Dave, no problem. No, but this is a remix because when you're doing this, sometimes you get different versions as you go through trying to find what you're really looking for. And I really like this one too, so I had to keep it. And it's just a remix, same lyrics, totally different music. This is a good rock song. It's banging. It makes me think about, you know, something Black Sabbath would have done back in the 70s. I could have heard it with just a little more doom and darkness to it, and Ozzy's voice would have been great. Anyway, here we go. Leaf and Flame remix.
Cannabis grew, its roots ran deep. Voices called and winds unknown. Climb the path, but not alone. No map, no gear, not a spoken word. Just stars that glimmered and visions that stirred. They said a sacred leaf still burns up there, lit before the world could care. I wasn't high, shifted sideways, my thoughts went bang. A phoenix spoke, blessed me with hash, said kill your past or this won't last. I saw myself a hollow frame, no joy, no truth, just broken ego and shame. So I lit the joint and stepped into the flame and called the ancient plant by name. The forest engulfed me, all because of lies that were told. I found weed and now I'm not the same. I found peace in its claim to fame. You can now find it in a store. We need to unlock access still behind the door. But if you walk where dreams ignite, the leaf will find you in the night. The leaf and the flame, one and the same, buried in smoke beyond a name. I walk through fire to claim the light, with Doktor High as my guide through night. Yeah, I burned and came back bright.
There was Leaf and Flame remix. I just love that. It's just so good rock and roll. And I like this. It's the music I grew up on. So next is going to be another new song about a region in the mountains of Pakistan, India, where hash, charas, has been made for hundreds of years. It's traditional preparation. They've been doing it forever. It's done in the villages. You know, funnily enough, about 10 years ago or so, I had a buddy. I was introduced to a guy who was from a small village in India where they used to make charas. That was part of the way that the village sustained itself. But he had come to Canada and was a real estate agent here. But he used to make all my hash for me. And it was unbelievable. So beautiful, the work he did. Just incredible. So I know what the style is for sure, and the craftsmanship of these people from their villages who make charas. So this song is called Charas in the Clouds. And it's pretty cool. I really like it. It's got trance, psychedelic rock, and threads of music such as the oud and the tabla running through it to give it a bit of a regional feel. So let's check it out.
In the mountains, the plant finds you.
Up in the clouds where the swat winds sing, the plants grow wild, no need for kings. Barefoot on stone, palm stained black, rolling the shores, never looking back. High above war, beyond the roads, where silence hums and no one knows. Smoke and snow and old Sufi prayers, rubbed from the plant like whisper layers. Sticky fingers, black stained hands, holding truth as they can't bend. Flowers in the clouds, lost in the blue, spun by the wind and old as the dew. One slow pull, your mind expands, drifting to places where happiness stands. Inhale the smoke, feel it burn from chairs in the clouds, lost in the blue, spun by the wind and old as the dew. One slow pull, your mind expands, drifting to places where happiness stands. Hear the smoke, feel it burn, from the mystics a chance for us to learn. Charas in the clouds, far from the crowd, no flags fly up here, only stoners' heads bowed. Found a sage in a cave of light. He passed me smoke and said, take flight. He wore a hoodie black with pride, sewn on the chest, Doktor High. Some plants don't grow in the ground, they rise.
And that was Charas in the Clouds. I'm stumbling tonight because I'm too stoned, I think. I was smoking some Tropicana cookies that really kind of opened my mind. And then I was hitting on my pen right before I started, and now it's got me stumbling over my words a little bit. So my apologies, but Charas in the Clouds. Okay, so that leads us to our next song. We're going to do some hip hop. It's called Shorty Rollin' Up. It's about women who can look out for themselves, don't need a man to take care of them, don't need a man to roll the joints, self-sufficient, which is a beautiful thing and should be always encouraged. So here we go, a little hip hop, bring the energy up a bit, and hope you enjoy it.
She don't need no man to twist her weed, nah. She got them long nails, but still roll clean. And that backwood hit just right. She's a real one, no weak lungs, no weak vibes. Shawty roll her own, she don't need no help. Perfect pearl, she twisted up herself. She don't hit no miss, she don't fuck with stress. Only top shelf, got the lungs of a vet. Short dress, red eyes, hit the blunt slow. One pull, now she high, sitting 10 toes. Pink nails, long hair, let the smoke blow. Said she love the vibe, told me twist one more. She ain't basic, she ain't shy. She get high, she get fly. Smoke that loud, feel that vibe. She roll deep, she ride or die. Pancake, hypnotic, smoke filled anthem for every girl who rolls her own. Shawty rolling up, she don't ever miss. Hands so clean, twisting up a spliff. Eyes so low, lips so thick. We get high, then we take a trip. Took her to the spot, now we both too lit. Half a blunt left, she put it on her lips. Blew a cloud at me, gave me that look. She said, light another one, roll up some kush. Doktor High, hoodie draped over her frame. Looking so good, might just change her name. Sativa got her giggling, we both insane. One more hit, now she riding my wave. Ooh, smoke in the air. Fingertips twisting while she pull my hair. She ain't no rookie, she been right there. Eyes red low, but she still don't care. Shawty rolling up, she don't ever miss. Hands so clean, twisting up a spliff. Eyes so low, lips so thick. We get high, then we take a trip. She ain't done yet, she just getting started. Roll one, roll two, now we both departed. Lost in the clouds, lost in the vibe. Shawty roll it up, let's go for a ride.
There we go. I just want to remind you guys that over on Spotify, I've created a playlist, 420 Anthems, the greatest cannabis music collection. And it's not just Dr. High music, but it's other cannabis music from other artists. As I go through and I'm able to find songs, I add them to that playlist. So it's not only about Dr. High, it's about all of the community, everybody who serves it, everybody who writes music for people's entertainment and information and education. It's all about it, and I'm all about it. So if you're on Spotify, go check it out. Dr. High's 420 Anthems. I think you'll love what you'll find there. Also, if you're not on Spotify and you like the music, you can find it at YouTube Music, or you can find all the videos that you see here and every video I've created on Dr. High Music, at Dr. High Music on YouTube. And you can just simply throw it on your big screen TV and let it run while you're doing your chores or whatever it is. Guaranteed there's music there that's going to mean something to you. If you're a part of this community, you'll love your weed and you'll love the music that goes with it. I guarantee you, if you haven't had the chance to listen, give yourself just a little time. I think you'll be surprised. Anyway, on to the next song. Third Eye Open, Mouth Still Closed. One of my favorites, one of the first 20 songs that I created. I really like this one, and you guys probably haven't heard it in a long time, so let's go.
Spliff the size of my arm. Took 2 hits and it did me harm. Heartbeat slow, eyes turn red. Whole damn body feeling like lead. Sound slow down, words don't come. Mouth stay shut, but the mind still run. World look weird, colors get deep. Brain wide awake, but my lips still sleep. 1 puff, 2 puff, everything froze. Third eye open, mouth still closed. Music playing, but I hear no sound. Feel my soul start lifting off the ground. Every third eye open, mouth stay closed. Now too damn high, I can't even pose. Room still spinning, mind unfold. I guess I found the truth, but I never told. Sitting in silence, just watching the floor. Time slowed down, but my mind speed up. Staring at my hands like, damn, that's nuts. Thinking about space, thinking about time. Thinking how the pyramids still align. Room full of friends, but nobody talking. Just sitting in smoke, brains all jogging. Someone say yo, but I don't reply. Ain't no words left, just stars in my eyes. 1 puff, 2 puff, everything froze. Every third eye open, mouth still closed. Every music playing, but I hear no sound. I feel my soul start lifting off the ground. Third eye open, mouth still closed. Too damn high, I can't even pose. The room still spinning, mind unfold. I guess I found the truth, but I never told. Lifting off the ground. I'm sitting in silence, just watching the floor. Maybe words ain't real. Maybe time ain't real. Maybe the universe runs on how we feel. Maybe I should write this down. But I just sat there, didn't make a sound. Third eye open, mouth stay closed. Too damn high, I can't even pose. The room still spinning, mind unfold. I guess I found the truth, but I never told. Sitting in silence, just watching the floor.
But there it was. Third eye open, most still closed. Like that song a lot. I wonder if you guys do. I'd sure like to know. Some feedback would be awesome one day, but from what I see on Facebook, it's enjoyed, and I'm starting to pick up more streams. I just started to actually make thumbnails, which I didn't know anything about, and I probably still don't know anything about, but I'm doing what I can. We'll figure it out slowly but surely. All right, so next song is a new song. It's called The Last Hit, and it's kind of about the last chance you get to smoke with somebody. Whether it's a girl you're breaking up with, a buddy who's going off to the military, somebody who passed away unexpectedly and you didn't know it was your last time. A lot of reasons, but The Last Hit, it's hip-hop trance mix. It's pretty good. I like it, and let's give it a listen.
If this is the last one, let's make it sacred.
Every sesh had a story. Every puff had a price. We broke bread, broke buds, and broke the ice. Laughed loud in smoke, healed wounds in flame. We forgot our names, but remembered the game. Ash on the floor like a trail of days. We climbed from pain in a purple haze. Built this life from leaf and light. So if this the last one, let it burn right. Every spark had rhythm, every roll had care. Every exhale floated like a whispered prayer. We kissed through the clouds, we danced in the haze, and held each other through stranger days. You don't need words when the fire's true, and the vibe says more than I miss you. So if this is the end or just a pause, let's light this hit for every cause.
To the highs we shared, to the lows we hid, to the dreams we sparked and the tears we slid, to the love, to the crew, to the fire we lit. We give it all to the last hit.
The last hit for the first love, for the one that left, for the ones above, for the nights we own, the days we missed, for the leaf that held us with every twist. The last hit, don't rush, don't fade, let it glow slow in the world we made. We were loud, we were lifted, we were legit, and it all comes down to this last hit. From the spark
To the silence,
from the smoke
to the soul.
the last hit for the dreamers still high, with Doktor High inked across the sky.
Until next time.
The last hit for the dreamers still high, with Doktor High inked across the sky. The last hit.
That was The Last Hit. What would you do if you were in a situation where you were taking a last hit with a friend? How would you feel? Would you remember the experience? I think I would. That's for sure. Okay, so moving along. Next song is just a little bit about the history of cannabis, about the 30s, the craziness of reefer madness when prohibition was being put into place against this plant, when they were outlawing it and then putting tax stamps against it, and all in an attempt to pave the way for their petroleum and pharmaceutical industries to overtake what was natural and beneficial to people, so we could get them with rayon and polyester and nylon and all these synthetic drugs that they try to still keep us on to this day, almost 100 years later. So this song is called Devil's Smoke, and it's a good one.
A menace to society, a path to destruction. Lock your doors, hide your youth, for the devil's weed will consume the truth. They spread the fear, they sold the lie, said one small hit would make you die. Devil smoke, they called it sin, but the real crime was deep within. The men in suits, they passed the law, for greed, for power, they broke the draw. Not for the people, not for the land, but for the pockets of the businessmen's hands. They locked them up, they took their rights for rolling dreams and sparking light. A plan so pure, a truth so high, yet they called it crime, they called it vice. Smoke, rise up, truth don't die. Lies fall down, open your eyes. Gifted of the gods they can't deny. Doktor High burn through the twisted sky. The jazz clubs played, the smoke still curled. Through beats and rhymes we changed the world. From Harlem nights to ghetto streets, the herbs survived beneath the heat. They raided homes, they took the seed, but truth don't burn and fire don't bleed. The ones they jailed, the lives they stole, all for a plant that heals the soul. Ooh, smoke rise high, whispers loud in the FBI. Through the courts, through the fight, one green leaf still shines bright. Smoke rise up, truth don't die. Lies fall down, open your eyes. Gift of the gods they can't deny. Doktor High burn through the twisted sky. Whoa! Smoke rise high, whispers loud in the FBI. Through the courts, through the fight, one green leaf still shines bright. Smoke rise up, truth don't die. Lies fall down, open your eyes. Gift of the gods they can't deny. Doktor High burn through the twisted sky. Let the green leaf light the way. They try to kill it, try to erase, but knowledge moves at its own pace. From history's dark to the light of today, Doktor High still leads the way. Light the way.
There was Devil Smoke. It's absolutely crazy, the mentality around this plant back then. Now still in some circles, it's unbelievable. You know, this plant is so beneficial to people. So many things we can do with it. We could change the world. We really could. If they adopted this plant and utilized it for all the purposes that it could be used for, it's food, fuel, shelter, medicine, it's just so many things. It's unbelievable. So, yeah, we got to work out there. We got to talk about this. We have to tell people the benefits of cannabis. We have to educate and advocate and push till people find this as normal as taking an aspirin or having a glass of wine. Nobody ever objects to that, do they? But, ooh, smoke weed. There's still people out there shaking their head at you, thinking that you're some kind of, freaky drug addict or something crazy. So, takes all of us. We got to do it together. All right, let's get on to something a little more fun. The Last Dab is the next song. Have you ever taken a dab so big that you didn't know what to do with yourself, that sweat dripped from the end of your nose and dripped off your elbows and just rocked your world for hours and hours and hours? I have. I can remember 2 distinct times that I just got absolutely wrecked off a single dab. Ooh, that's when I learned that you don't dab off hot nails. You have to dab at a much nicer temperature. Somewhere in the high 400s is real good. You get all the flavor and a nice little buzz. And after all, you can always do 2. You ain't going to get wrecked on the first one. So here we go. The Last Dab. Let's go.
Time to take that ride. Hit the nail, load the tool, man, my lungs about to die. Got the rig set up, got my boys on deck. Tell them watch me work, now they taking side bets. First hit, feel fine, smooth like silk. Flavor so clean, like dripping honey milk. Exhale once, chest feeling tight. But hold up, wait, I ain't feeling it right. Wanna dab too much, now I'm speaking in tongues. Vision blurry, man, my brain go numb. Sweat dripping, I can't move my feet. Why my soul leaving my body like a track meet? Now my soul's on fire, floating past Mars, higher and higher. I swear I just blinked, but I lost 2 days. Somebody tell God I ain't ready today. Now I'm stuck in the void, trying to find my way. Hey, on the way to got Einstein, he talking to me, said welcome to space, have some THC. Looked to my left, saw a talking goat. He said, son, that was not the right dose. Heard my hands feel big, my arms feel small. Sweating so much, I might drown in my drawers. Call the paramedics, nah, I'll be fine. Wait, what's my name? What's the date? What's the time? One dab too much, now I'm stuck in the void. My brain moving backward, got me paranoid. Legs don't work, I can't even stand. Somebody call Elon, I need a re-entry plan. Bruh, I think I just traveled through time. I took the last dab, now my soul's on fire. Floating past Mars, higher and higher. I swear I just blinked, but I lost 2 days. Somebody tell God I ain't ready today. Now I'm stuck in the void, trying to find my way. What if my past self is my future self's clone? What if the government put thoughts in my dome? What if I just blinked in age 99? Wait, nah, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm Now I took the last dab, now my soul's on fire. It's floating past Mars, higher and higher. I swear I just blinked, but I lost 2 days. Somebody tell God I ain't ready today. Now I'm stuck in the void, trying to find my way. Woo! Trying to find my way.
That was The Last Dab. Bring back any memories for anybody? Anybody ever had those experiences? I have. And I've had plenty of people come to my house doing their dabs for the first time or maybe the first couple of times looking for a hot dab. And I'd warn them and I'd warn them and I'd warn them. And they'd decide that they wanted to do it anyway. So I'd let them have what they wanted. And boy, a couple of phone calls later, people saying to me, Man, what did you do to me? I said, exactly what you asked for. You wanted a hot dab. That's what you got. So there it is. I love strong women. I really do. I like a woman with character and a good backbone and stands up for herself and who's a boss. I like that in a woman. I think that's a very attractive quality. So when I put together music about women, I like to show them strong or healing through the process of using cannabis. So I always will portray women in a very positive light at the best that they can be because I think they're that way. That's just all there is to it. So the dealer's wife, she's the real power behind the business. The husband's out front doing his thing, but she's pulling the strings in the back. Good little rock and roll number. I think you're going to love it. Let's go.
They see him stacking bills, they call him the king, but they don't know who's pulling the strings. I count the cash, I watch the weight. One wrong move and I seal their fate. Call him the dealer, the man in charge, but I'm the one making deals in the dark. They think I'm just standing by his side, but I hold the blade and I know how to slide. He talks real smooth, but I watch real close. I know who's real and I know who's ghost. A queen don't bow, she controls the throne. Ain't a damn thing moving that I don't own. Think he's the boss, but I pull the strings. I make the calls, I wear the rings. I load the scales, I count the tape. They never see me, but I run the game. Think he's the king, but I rule the night. I keep it locked, I keep it tight. They see his name, they hear his voice, but when it all goes down, I make the choice. They look at me like I'm just his prize, but I run the books, I know the lies. Every hand that shakes, every deal that's made goes through me before it gets paid. I hear the whispers, I watch the moves, know who's loyal and who's gonna lose. He holds the gun, but I load the rounds. If a war goes down, I burn it to the ground. He talks real smooth, but I watch real close. I know who's real and I know who's ghost. A queen don't bow, she controls the throne. Ain't a damn thing moving that I don't own. Think he's the boss, but I pull the strings. I make the calls, I wear the rings. I load the scales, I count the tape. They never see me, but I run the game. Think he's the king, but I rule the night. I keep it locked, I keep it tight. They see his name, they hear his voice, but when it all goes down, I make the choice. No one suspects, no one sees. Behind the scenes, it's all on me. One wrong step, one last breath. I take my cut, I leave no debts. Think he's the boss, but I pull the strings. I make the calls, I wear the rings. I load the scales, I count the tape. They never see me, but I run the game. Think he's the king, but I rule the night. I keep it locked, I keep it tight. They see his name, they hear his voice, but when it all goes down, I make the choice.
The dealer's wife. I can tell you, in my time, I have known at least a couple of guys who lived in that situation where their women were the ones who were the real power in the household and they were more like the puppet out front, and they made money. It worked well for them. So more power to you if that's your situation. Love it. Okay, so now we're coming to our last song of the night. This one's called Bhang and Bells. So it's another one in the part of the series of cannabis producing regions around the world and traditional preparations. This is about bhang, which is a drink made with milk and cannabis and some other herbs, and it's traditionally drank during certain festivals that celebrate Shiva in India. So Holi is one of those festivals, and this song is about the preparation and the cultural significance of the drink. It's called Bhang and Bells, and it's a great trance song. So it's trance psychedelic rock with the regional music threads running through it. So it sounds pretty cool. Let's enjoy.
Chillum burns, and in that moment the karma turns. No laws here, just sacred rights. Smoking hash like ghosts of ancient nights. They try to ban it, to tie to pride, but the plant still grows on Shiva's side.
Drums begin the veil on the winds. Cannabis talks through ancient minds.
Where the monks rebel, we speak in hits and the banging bells.
there was Can FM, Banging Bells, all about the ancient cultural drink of Bang that's consumed in India to celebrate the goddess Shiva. Okay, so that was our last song for the night. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to hang out with me tonight, stopping in, listening to some music, listening to me bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm just here to have some fun and try and bring some good music to the community, connect with you guys, and just enjoy the lifestyle. That's what it is to me. It's a lifestyle. So don't forget, check out Dr. High's 420 Anthems, the ultimate cannabis music collection, available on Spotify, or you can check me out on YouTube, either Dr. High at YouTube Music or Dr. High Music if you're looking for a visual experience. Once again, I'll be back next week to bring you another episode of High Vibes with Dr. High. I'm working on some more songs that focus on the cannabis producing regions around the world and celebrating that culture. That's all part of our roots, you know, because before we were getting high in North America, they were doing this in Afghanistan and India and Vietnam and all over the world. People were using cannabis long before we were doing it in North America. So that's kind of what I like to bring to life, you know, so people understand what was going on historically with the plant, and through seeing how long humans have used it for, that kind of normalizes it, right? The only thing that's unnormal about the plant is the last 100 years when it's been demonized for absolutely no reason other than capitalistic gain. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Thanks once again, and high vibes, everybody. Peace.
Yeah, you feel that? Welcome to the session. Let's vibe. Roll one up, let's take flight. Bass hits deep, ride the night. Smoking sound, it's paradise. High vibes only feeling right. High vibes, let it flow. Deep bass, watch it glow. Dub hits, rock and roll. We light it up and take it slow.
Dr. High is a Pace Radio Network content provider. You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420. We are people advocating cannabis education here at Pace Radio.